everyone, welcome to it. Your boy Geek Ghost Gamer Top reporting to the FGC and everyone who loves fighting games on the microphone. So yes fam, it's been an interesting week, a very interesting week for everyone who loves games, fighting games, and everything in between. So yes, we have ourselves a trailer that came out of the Game Awards 2025 this past Thursday, and boy oh boy, it's been an interesting kind of event. So we have a very interesting and watchable trailer that we're about to see that came out of that particular event, and we're about to analyze it, react to the goofiness and the somewhat interesting casting that this trailer of a particular movie based on a very particular and popular fighting game that has done the rounds ever since before the Game Awards this past Thursday. So yes fam, we're about to get into it and analyze it for its quirkiness. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, and everyone who enjoyed the Game Awards 2025 this past Thursday, join me, your boy Geek Ghost Gamer Top, as we're about to watch this trailer, and boy oh boy, you will react to everything in between and the bits and pieces and the lore that it's gonna give us. Stick around fam, join with me, strap on tight, and I'll see you guys after the trailer. Fam, that was the trailer of a particular game, a very favorite and important game that came out of the Game Awards. What game is it? To everyone who loves Street Fighter, yes, that was the trailer of the 2026 movie that is coming out on October the 16th of 2026. Yes fam, it was a night that we didn't expect Street Fighter to give us a reboot of the movie that had been around since the 90s. So yes fam, let's get into the bit of the story. So yes, the movie in question takes place or is set in 1993, I believe, in between three major events or games and movies. The original Street Fighter movie that came out, I believe, in 1994, a game, the Street Fighter 2 Newcomers, that came out the same time as Street Fighter the original movie, and the other Street Fighter original game that came out years before Street Fighter the movie, that this movie was based off of the timeline that we've seen in the trailer. So yes, the story goes as Ken, played by Ryan Santinio, and Ryu, played by Andrew Koji, the guy that played some character in the Warrior series that was done by Amazon and Sci-Fi. Yeah, they gave him a good character to play, and he emulates Ryu's emotions and stances very well. So they are brought into a World Warrior tournament that you would see some kind of flag in the trailer as we're about to get into the play and the aesthetics and the characterizations. So as we go on, as that happens, we find out that there is a lot more to the World Warrior tournament that Street Fighter has been based off of. So yes, it's a lot of fun. We see 50 Cent's Balrog in the background feeling a little apprehensive I don't know how they actually got Curtis 50 Cent Jackson to actually play Balrog, but I kind of understood why he had the workout regimen that he did for this character portrayal. The rest of the other characters are Jason Momoa that plays Blanca, Roman Reigns, yes, Joseph Anoa'i, that Roman Reigns, playing Akuma. Is it Andrew Schultz that plays Dan Hibiki in a suit? We're about to get into that in the aesthetics. I believe, is it Eric Andre that plays Don Sauvage? Yeah, I think he's the unofficial official announcer for Street Fighter V. And Zangief, if you would see the previous video that I did on the cast for the teaser trailer, that Zangief is played by some huge Tutankhamun of a man. Holy fuck. Anyway, to the aesthetics as covered in the characterizations, everybody looks cool. I believe Cody Rhodes fills the void of how Jean-Claude Van Damme played Guile in the original Street Fighter movie, with a bit more serious quirkiness to it. Roman Reigns in that beard playing Akuma. I don't know how they actually did this, where they actually covered a bit of Street Fighter V or 4 with Oni's design, and Street Fighter 6 with Akuma's design being a little frizzled and grizzled. I believe it's the hair that kind of distracted me. Yes, Cody Rhodes playing Guile and that holy fuck of a mushroom top that he has on his head. Yeah, Kathleen Lane that plays Chun-Li, very accurate of her aesthetics that they've given her for the previous Street Fighters like Street Fighter 3, 4, and 5, and I believe the current Street Fighter 6. Dan Hibiki, played by Andrew Schultz, is a very interesting casting. He is playing a stealth promoter in a suit that has his original purple gi. Don Sauvage. This is the first time that I actually heard of Don Sauvage, but as the records or the Wikipedia or Street Fighter's wiki has told me, that Don Sauvage is Street Fighter V's unofficial official announcer. He is also, I believe, Zangief's announcer or hype guy. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. Oh my word. Joe, I saw some guy, I kind of forgot his name, playing Joe of the original Street Fighter game. Yes, I believe if most of you know this kind of lore, in the original Street Fighter game, there was Joe, Adon, and Sagat. So Joe, in this case, they've given him the original Street Fighter look, where he was shirtless and has a reddish kind of trousers, kickboxing trousers or whatever. Oh my word! The game aesthetics of the movie is where everybody goes all willy-nilly, quirks abound. You would see Cody Rhodes' Guile going in for a flash kick or a somersault, but he runs into it. Oh my fuck, where in the world has Guile actually done a DP like that? I think it's a case of he wanted a fresh running start to actually do the somersault, but hey, we don't know how this is gonna go. The rivals in Ken and Ryu, played by Ryan Centineo and Andrew Koji, is something that I personally wanted. Oh my word, this is gonna be fun. And in one scene, I believe Ken goes weird or monstrous. I think he's either gonna be possessed by the Satsuno Hado or the psycho power that M. Bison, who we don't know who is playing the guy, or it's a case of the hidden cameo of Violent Ken. Yes, fam. Oh man, this is gonna be interesting. The FGC in this case as well is also blessed. So, going back to the Game Awards that happened this past Thursday, the cast came in their unoriginal kind of inspired fuse kind of thing. The only guy that kind of came with the mask from VEGA is the guy that is going to portray Vega. They gave him some weird-ass ski cloth, whatever it is. I think it's inspired from him from Street Fighter V. There's a lot of bits and pieces and chews and bits that they've given this movie that is done by Yukio Sakurai. So yes, it is gonna be interesting. Oh my word! So going back, as I said off of the top, that this movie comes out on October the 16th of 2026. Everybody who loves Street Fighter and the FGC will be waiting and watching for the quirkiness and the seriousness that they've kind of paid homage to the 1990s Street Fighter movie. Yes, fam. Oh man, I'm gonna be excited to watch this movie. The FGC is gonna be excited to watch this movie. Everybody's gonna be waiting to watch this movie. Holy fuck, yes, it's that time. Yeah, we're about to be treated real good in 2026. Thoughts in the comment section below, fam. Let me know on how you're gonna be waiting and watching and seeing all of the Easter eggs that I have mentioned, or some that I've mentioned in this reaction video that you've seen, fam. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be good. So let me know, and be sure to check my channel for further updates, if any, on the movie. Follow me on my socials and be a part of the gravy train on my YouTube. Subscribe wherever you see the subscription button for more on this topic for Street Fighter and any other fighting game updates and news. And yes, let me know on how you're gonna see this movie. I'm so waiting with my box of popcorn inspired Street Fighter, whatever it is, and most probably with Ryu's gloves or pads or whatever. Let me know, fam, let me know. So yes, that is it for the video and the Street Fighter update on the movie and what we're about to expect for the movie come October of 2026. So yes, fam. Oh, and before I go, there is something that I want y'all to see. Verily see. It is a, let me say, a tribute to how Street Fighter has evolved over the years in terms of the UI interface for the players or the characters and everything in between. So watch that, fam, as I leave y'all. And yes, that's all I can say. So thank you so much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some fighting games. I'll see you guys on the next video. Away!
Are you ready? Go! The battle has begun!